this together. Together, we can all defeat COVID-19. We can stay together, stay fit, practice social distancing, and more importantly, maybe just stay at home and figure out ways to stay fit. So here we go.
Well, the legendary and very recent Basketball Hall of Fame inductee Tamika Catching sharing her game plan with all of us. In this together, we can defeat the coronavirus. Tamika, part of a coalition of government, business, and community partners all over Indiana coming together to flatten the curve. For the next several days and weeks, you'll be hearing from some of the state's most high-profile athletes, including Pacers All-Star Victor Oladipo.
Unfortunately, I'm not able to play basketball right now, but one day I'm looking forward to getting back out there and playing for you guys, and playing at the highest level possible. But most importantly, man, I'm just here to encourage us to continue to do whatever we can to stop COVID-19 from spreading. Obviously, it's a very interesting pandemic going on in our country today, in our world, honestly. And we have to work together in order to kind of prevent this and slow this disease down. Because honestly, together we can do great things.
Oladipo, like so many other professional and amateur athletes, sidelined due to COVID-19, shutting down essentially the world of sports. But there is an innovative trend emerging that is helping not only athletes and fans get their sports fix, it could also be a game changer for the business of sports. Inside Indiana Sports, contributor Bill Benner joins us now for more on how esports, especially auto racing, filling the void until we get back to the real thing. Bill.
Well, thanks, Gary. And today I'm joined by Ken Ungar, who's the founder and president of Charge, a sponsorship marketing agency located here in Indianapolis. Former executive at the Motor Speedway with IndyCar, many years in auto racing. And Ken, welcome to the show. I have to tell you, the first time I turned on iRacing, I had to check myself because it was so much like the real thing. It was just amazing.
It's really incredible. The technology has come so far because iRacing is about a 12-year-old product. But the advancements, especially with high bandwidth Wi-Fi, it's really remarkable what they can do from a competitive and television standpoint.
How did this all come together? I mean, again, this came together, it seemed so quickly, both with NASCAR and IndyCar.
Yeah, I think all sports, including motorsports, had to react pretty quickly to what happened over the last month. And so you had this opportunity where both NASCAR and IndyCar had the iRacing product available to it. So both decided to continue their schedule, not on the racetrack because they couldn't, but virtually. So you had them get together with their drivers, kind of pull together competitions that were then broadcast on network, and the results were incredible.
Yeah, talk about the viewership, which is, again, just, we're all cooped up. We all thirst for action and sports, but the viewership has been tremendous.
Yeah, the viewership's been great. You think that when you think about it, you have known race car drivers in a competition that people know, auto racing, with an outcome that's unknown. So it really breeds excitement. So, for example, the NASCAR races have had about an average of 1 million viewers on Fox Sports 1 and a Fox simulcast. IndyCar has done almost as well with great viewership, and both have had incredible social media as people follow the drivers, both before the race, during the race, and then afterwards.
I was fascinated by the IndyCar result of Barber Motorsports last week, virtual Barber Motorsports. But Scott McLaughlin, he won from Australia.
Exactly. So you have drivers from the U.S. and frankly from all over the world competing in these rigs. Some of these rigs that they have are worth about $20,000. So very realistic, pedals and wheels, and they're really competing with gusto that they have just on the racetrack.
And we're also getting cross-pollination between NASCAR and IndyCar. With Jimmy Johnson has been competing, and this week announced that Dale Earnhardt Jr., the huge name in motorsports, is going to compete this weekend in the next IndyCar Challenge at Michigan.
Yeah, it's really incredible. And I think the best thing is it's great for the fans because really they're waiting for sports product to come back. And so when they can't have it, I think these sports are really responding well. And in fact, they're now selling sponsorship, so it's a win-win-win. It's great for the sport. It's great for fans.
So, Ken, what does happen when normal comes back and we actually see cars on the track? And what happens to iSports in that context?
Yeah, I really think that it's going to change things forever because now people have sampled what they thought was a niche before, but they really saw it could be very compelling entertainment. So do I think that live sports are done for? Absolutely not. But I do think that esports will continue to grow. As a matter of fact, it's $1 billion industry and is growing about 20% year over year.
Well, and we've talked about auto racing, and again, in auto racing, it's all forms. There's sprint car racing, World Outlaws, and all those forms. But the NBA with the 2K League, NFL doing Madden. I mean, it's certainly into other mainstream sports as well.
Yeah, I think the real winner now from a sports perspective is going to be esports because they've shown that no matter what, the virtual environment can be delivered at home without interruption. So I think these sports are very smart to fill the void to help entertain fans who are stuck at home.
Man, we've always talked about the kids sitting down in their basement, and but now again, they're mainstream.
Yeah, it's interesting. About 160 million Americans play video games each year, and about 3/4 of all households in the U.S. have at least one gamer in it. So I think we're seeing that this is kind of a trend that's going to grow in popularity from year over year.
And do you think that the NFL, the NBA, do they feel threatened by this, or is it an opportunity?
Yeah, I really don't think anyone's feeling threatened. I think really what they're doing is they're finding this is an additional opportunity over and above what they're doing now. It's another way to reach fans and increase engagement with their sport.
Well, Ken, it's been great having you on, and really appreciate your insight. Again, the president of Charge, and we wish you all the best going forward. Nice seeing you again.
Thanks. Nice seeing you, Bill.
All right. Gary, back to you.